Hello, everybody. I'm Christy Bruner, Community Engagement Supervisor with Healthy St. Pete and the City of St. Petersburg. Today, we're back with another Healthier Together ambassador, and I'm so excited to welcome Topher Larkin with Zero Pinellas. So, Topher, can you introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about Zero Pinellas?
Sure. So my name is Topher Larkin. I am the community specialist here at Zero Pinellas, which is a unique collaborative partnership here in Pinellas County that our main goal is to help decrease new HIV infections here in Pinellas County.
Wonderful. Well, thank you for being with us. I appreciate it.
Thank you for having us.
Absolutely, absolutely. So let's find out a little bit more about you. Have you always been interested in community health initiatives, and what made you want to get involved with HIV prevention and awareness?
Sure. Well, I mean, I've always been wanting to get involved, and I love the idea of, of helping out communities wherever you're from. So it's always been an underlying passion of mine. I just didn't think I would make it into an actual career. So it's, I know, right? It's amazing that some stuff like that happens. So I always wanted to make a difference and wanted to make an impact. And specifically for HIV, it's something that, I grew up hearing about, but there really wasn't, I really didn't think that it was such a big deal in a way. And I think, the more that I got involved in communities and realizing that, it is an issue here that affects, particularly here in the United States. I fell into it because I simply was volunteering at an organization at the time.
Okay.
They needed help for a committee. I was volunteering. I wasn't working at the time, and I turned it into a career. So I always make an interesting point that, it always can start with just helping and volunteering and going from there.
I love that. And that's great for getting involved in the community in general. People want to, especially with all that's going on, right? And
Exactly.
you feel like so helpless as one person, but you make a small investment in something that you're passionate about or want to learn more about. And you never know, it might end up in a job. It might end up in helping the community be better together, right?
Exactly, yeah. Turning those passions or turning your interest into making it something that you really can have a great impact in. So I've been very fortunate about that.
I love it. I love it. Thank you. So specifically, you're with Zero Pinellas. And so tell us a little bit about that organization. And I know it's kind of a collaboration of other partners.
Exactly. It's kind of like this big superhero network, if you think about it. So Zero Pinellas was through a grant by the Foundation for Healthy St. Petersburg.
Mm-hmm.
And they kind of brought together the leading organizations here within Pinellas County who were already at the forefront of HIV and sexual health prevention.
Mm-hmm.
So those organizations are like the AIDS Institute, Metro Inclusive Health, EPIC/Empath Health, the AIDS Healthcare Foundation, Baycare Pinellas, and of course the Florida Department of Health. So these 5 entities got together, created Zero Pinellas with the goal of basically, it's called 90-90-90. So 90% of people are getting tested, 90% of those people are getting into treatment and care, and then 90% of those people are getting to a level called undetectable, meaning that the virus is so low in their body that the virus cannot be passed on.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I like those specific measurables. That's great.
It is, and the fact that, all of these organizations, they've been doing the work, but if we do it together in this collaborative effort, we can maximize the impact that we're doing in the communities.
Absolutely. So what was the initial impetus for starting the coalition? Was it a specific metric or statistic that kind of jumped out at, the foundation or all of these partner organizations together that they really want to take action?
Yeah, I mean, really, Pinellas County, Florida has, Florida ranks high on the list of new HIV infection rates, and specifically Pinellas County as well has been ranking high, for Florida.
Mm-hmm.
So it was recognizing the need and the urgency that, we have to address this issue. And so looking at the different community partners, it was finding ways of where can we go more in the community? How can we get ourselves out there to really maximize and let people know, oh, this organization does these type of services. This organization over here does it too. So people can pick and choose who they, would want to get tested at and get care in, but we're working collaboratively together in order to make sure those numbers are counting and that those communities are getting the attention they deserve.
Yeah, absolutely. So what are some things that members of the community can do to support the HIV prevention and the testing and Zero Pinellas in general?
Perfect. I mean, basically, number one is staying informed. As I said, a lot of people don't really, they don't hear about HIV that much, or if they do, they're working within a specific field. So it's kind of having that conversation. Yes, we know sexual health sometimes can be somewhat of a little taboo, even when talking to your primary care provider. But this is all, accounted for, your overall health and wellness. It is an aspect of it. So we want people to be comfortable being able to talk about it, within their communities. Churches have been really great in supporting the cause and getting those health fairs out there. And we kind of want to just make HIV testing very synonymous with what you would do normally. People visit their dentist twice a year.
Health care and wellness.
Exactly, right? It all goes together. So
Right.
we just want to kind of normalize that conversation and making sure that people are actually getting tested and know that it's free. You don't have to pay money for a test. You can get these for free, and we can come to you. That's the best part too. Yeah.
That's amazing. Just that awareness. And I love that, like you're talking about, it's just one part of wellness. And that's one of the things that Healthy St. Pete in general is passionate about, saying that, it's not just working out and eating the right things, right? There's so many different elements of wellness. And part of it is the awareness of knowing, okay, I guess I never really thought about that part of wellness, or even just financial wellness or mental health. There are all these different little pieces that individual organizations are passionate about, right? So if we can kind of bring all of those together. And I like the piece of what you said that, the lack of awareness. And a lot of times people are tuned into what's important to them, or what, historically or culturally, or, has been affected them or their family or their, community. And just a little bit of knowledge of saying, hey, this is how you can spread the word about something you might not be aware of, can really have an impact on somebody else.
Exactly. And that's exactly what we're trying to do, is that we just want to have those little components of health and communities and how it relates to each other. If people don't get the right care and being able to get tested, then, they're not living their full health capacity, because HIV isn't a death sentence anymore. As we say, there's treatment for it, and even there's a pill out there that can prevent it. But it's with testing, it's with the knowledge and the resources available that we can get these people to undetectable level.
Sure, that's amazing.
Exactly.
So can you tell us about any of the early successes, or what are some goals that you guys have moving forward to reach your ultimate goal?
Yeah, basically, it's just been, as I said, we've been through this collaboration, we've been getting into communities that, that haven't had testing or the knowledge of the resources before. So getting ourselves, we have testing mobile unit vans that people can come out. We can set up shop basically and have people be tested. We've been being able to educate staff members at different organizations, such as other community partners, to let them know, okay, if anyone comes in who identifies with needing HIV services, well, then here are resources available. And then, as I said, having those open conversations, being able to, insert ourselves in when it comes to the myriads of different health issues that can affect communities. And here's one component that, we can help address, should people need those services.
Right, absolutely. Let's see. Did you have an action event or something that people can get involved with that's coming up?
Yeah, so the campaign that we're kind of promoting is on June 27th. It's National HIV Testing Day. There is a day dedicated towards people, once again, having that awareness. So if it's that one thing that you do every year, well, then do it on National HIV Testing Day.
And tell somebody about it, right?
Exactly, right. So our partner organizations such as Metro and such as Epic, they're hosting testing events. You can go to our website. I know we're promoting it throughout the week as well. And HIV testing is very simple. It takes, the results come in less than a minute.
Wow.
It's a very quick, it's very easy. You're not waiting around for months, of results and stuff like that. So it's very simple these days. And, we can get people to the right care, whether it's treatment for HIV or it's prevention for HIV. We can get people into the right avenues in order for them to just maintain their life.
Absolutely. I love that. And it's coming up pretty soon. So we'll definitely be posting some information in our group and under this video. And there'll be lots of information that Topher can give you about that,
Exactly.
about how to do that in the community. And one more thing we like to leave everybody with is talking about just lifestyle changes or doing something new, or, spreading awareness, or, just doing something maybe outside your comfort zone. It can be a difficult experience or something challenging, but can you tell us about any goals or challenging things that you have coming up in your life that you're really kind of setting yourself up for?
Yeah, I mean, lovely during this quarantine time. We've really been able to assess personal goals. And for me, it's challenging myself, either learning something new. Obviously, with what's going on in the world today is really challenging, what we've been taught, and or necessarily what we haven't been taught, and
Right.
learning different parts of history. Me personally, when sometimes things get a little bit too tough, I turn towards the creative side. So I am learning new songs on my piano in the spare time, and just trying to just be being that creative to be able to kind of let myself take a little break when I need to jump into the work again, but then also play, let's chill out for a little bit and just take some time to yourself. So
We all need a mental break. And like we said, that's one of the chunks of wellness that gets overlooked, especially in high stress times. And we're trying to do
exactly.
a job, and we're trying to stay physically healthy, and we're trying to take care of everybody and take care of our community.
A
As
lot.
advocates, right? We have to take time for ourselves. So I love that story that you shared, that you are taking that time. So
Thank you.
thank
Yeah.
you, Topher. Well, thank you so much for being with us and sharing so much great information that our community can really, like I said, take those specific action steps, share this information within their networks, and continue to learn. So
Yeah, perfect.
Topher will be with us all week. So please ask questions. Please invite people to our Healthy St. Pete Facebook group to learn more. So
Yep,
see
perfect.
you next time.
Thank you so much.